Hey y'all, it's me, Bgoat or Eric, whatever you might know me as. I'm making just a little update on what the future of the channel is going to be. You know, it's New Year, new me, New Year's resolution and stuff. And I guess this is going to be part of the New Year's resolution for myself on the channel side of things. This is completely off script. I have some talking points in front of me on a notepad. So I'm going to be mostly talking about things I will want me to do for the channel, and in the back I'll probably have some gameplay going. I initially tried to, play a game, and while I was playing, record this live because I wanted to be like Smitty, some of his older channel stuff. But turns out that's really hard, and I was getting like distracted all the time. I was really stuttering all my words. I was forgetting what I wanted to talk about. So fuck that. We're gonna just talk on a screen. And I'm gonna record some gameplay of, I don't know, Civilization, Counter-Strike, fucking Granblue, Street Fighter. I don't know. I'll record something in the back to go with this. All right, and let's get in. So the future of this channel. So most of the times when people make videos about the future of the channel, usually it's like, oh, I'm going on a hiatus. Oh, this is the end of the channel for me. I can't keep this up, or I'm switching content. Not necessarily the case for me. I just kind of want to give a more concise point, mostly for myself, about what I'm going to be doing in the future. So this channel has kind of always existed just a personal passion project, and it still will be. I mostly put videos on here because I like making videos. I think it's fun. I like making content. So that's what I'm going to keep doing. I have a lot of plans for New Year to record more videos, and I think the big one is mostly fighting game related. So if you might have followed me throughout, if y'all have seen the content throughout my years on the channel, I've slowly kind of shifted away from shooters, mostly playing fighting games, mostly because that's just kind of what I'm more interested these days. I like fighting games a lot. I still play shooters, I just uploaded the Counter-Strike video a little bit back. I think I did, at least. But there's also a Valorant video. I just dumped all my clips because fuck that game. But I'm going to be making more content for fighting game stuff. And there's two things I'm going to be doing. One is I'm going to be trying to learn a new game. So my three main games, if you can call it three, mostly two main games, are Guilty Gear Strive and Granblue Fantasy versus Rising. Those are two games I've dumped the most time in. If I check myself on Steam here, I believe I have a combined about 2,000 hours on both combined together. Yeah, so in Granblue I have 838 hours and Strive have 933 hours. So combined, we're getting close to 2,000, which somehow still isn't even as much as like Counter-Strike being at 3,000, closing on 4,000. But one was over a 5-year period, one was over 2, so it is what it is. I'm gonna make playing more fighting. So these are two main fighting games I've been playing and taking part in tournaments are, and then sometimes I'll kind of play Street Fighter. I also have I would count Street Fighter as like half a game I'm playing. I'm competent enough in the game that I feel like I can make, I know what I'm doing. But in terms of tournament runs, like let's not. I don't think I've won like probably 3 games in bracket, if even, and most of them were either at tournaments or it's like a school tournament. So half the times people there are also just kind of there for fun and not really there to compete. So yeah, these 2.5 games are usually what I'm playing the most. But I've always, for a long time, I really wanted to play more fighting games because I like the genre. Although I like specific games like Strive and Granblue and Street Fighter, I just like the genre. Most fighting games that I have eventually touched and played, I've enjoyed it. Maybe not Vampire Savior. That game was something else. And also, I also hate 2XKO, but that's another thing. I kind of always wanted to play more fighting games, so I think this year, that's what I'm going to be trying to do. So on top of already going to be practicing more and more games, and hopefully by the goal is by the end of the year I'll have won something. I want to win a tournament, a big one if possible, but with the competition I have here in Canada, it's actually pretty bleak. Maybe top 8 at something like UMAD this year, or Perfect Storm would be nice, but we'll see. We'll talk about that in a bit as well, by the way. But every fighting game, a new fighting game every 2 or 3 months that I can eventually find essentially a tournament as a marking point to see how well I'll do in these games. I'll probably try to record the experience throughout the time. And the first game coming up is Marvel 3. That's because in Perfect Storm, which I have registered for, I've also signed up for the Marvel 3 bracket, which I think this will be a good time to kind of use to gauge how much I practice it. Just a little sneak peek. I have a team somewhat. The anchor and the mid rotation are pretty flexible. I haven't really found who I want to play in those, except Captain America maybe on anchor just because he's kind of simple. But on the point, it is guaranteed to be Phoenix Wright. I am a huge Phoenix Wright fan. I loved Ace Attorney. So that's the game coming up. The next thing I really want to do is to start recording more stuff for the Canadian FGC. I love the Canadian FGC. Most people here are generally some of the most fascinating people I've ever met in my life, and I very much am happy to have met them through this medium, and I kind of want to show my appreciation for it. I think we have a very beautiful scene here. We have a very nice, cozy scene with a lot of tournaments, and I have, aside from just kind of helping with just mids. Mostly, I haven't really contributed much to that, despite how much I enjoy it. So this year, I have decided to contribute more to the event, to the scene, I suppose, by basically recording these tournaments that I'd be going to. I bought myself a camera, like a chest mounted camera or whatever you want to put it on, to basically record most of my tournament experiences, and I'm really wanting to record these games and show off like how this tournament, how it is to take part in these tournaments, how it is to play these games. I'm not going to be doing this forever. The current goal is to hopefully do this about this year, just to end this year, and like probably show up every tournament, every week or two. I'll try to upload any VOD I got. I'm probably not going to edit it as well because I tend to be a bit of an over editor. So I'll probably not try to edit it too much and just kind of upload the raw footage and maybe just overlap the gameplay if it happened to be on stream. But yeah, I'll be keeping it up, and the first one that I'm hoping to do this at would be Just Mids next week, Thursday, the first Just Mids in 2026, and after that, probably every Just Mids and whatever tournament I might go to, and the Perfect Storm for sure. Definitely gonna record that, and I'll be trying to do this for a year. Yeah, and then at the end of the year, we'll see how things go. Hopefully, I keep this up. I really want to keep this up. It's gonna be kind of hard, but we'll see how this goes. All right, so that's mostly on the fighting game related stuff. In terms of content, there are two planned videos I have in the making right now. One of them is the Just Mids 2025 recap video. Now, if you've been on the Just Mids channel, there was a Just Mids 2024 recap video that was edited by me as well, and I'm planning to do one for 2025. Just kind of the tradition at this point. It's going to be taking a lot more time because when I edited the 2024 video, I was unemployed. I was not in school. So I had a lot more free time to get it all done. But right now, I'm in school, and school starts next Tuesday. So I'm going to have significantly less time to work on this, alongside another project I'll get into in a bit, as well as just more stuff this year. Just Mids started in 2024, so I think roughly around halfway through the years when we started it. So there's just less stuff to go over overall. But with this year, we had a full year worth of content, full year worth of tournaments and brackets and events. So it's just a lot to kind of go through and find what I need and then edit it all together. Especially having to download all that stuff onto my computer is not going to be fun, but it is what it is. And I'm hoping that I can get this done by the month, but that's being incredibly optimistic on both my work ethic and my efficiency. So we'll get it done for sure. The other video I'm working on, I've been working on for about a few months at this point, is a fairy guide. Now, if you've either watched me in bracket or you've watched my content a little bit, well, there's one big video that points to it. I am a ferryman. I really enjoy playing her. She's one of my favorite characters to play so far. Alongside Baiken. Baiken's also a really favorite character of mine. Yeah, I just enjoy playing Fairy, and I really wanted to make a guide for this character because there's not really a good guide out there at the moment. There's one made by Grim Silver, I think is their name. I'll flash it on the screen probably right now. They've done a channel, but it's a bit they've done a video, but it's a bit outdated, and especially because I think it was more so about the knowledge you had from vanilla Granblue carrying over to Rising Granblue. So a lot of them is just kind of carryover knowledge, and Fairy has changed a lot, especially even in Rising. She's seen so many changes that it doesn't really help too much. There's a lot of inspirations for which one of the guides I want to make. It's from this one Dragon Ball channel that does guides. I love their content a lot. Even though I don't really play Dragon Ball, I still think their guides are amazing. So that's kind of the style I'm imitating. But that video, I was hoping to get it out by February, but since I have to work on this Just Mids video as well, that's tentatively, let's just say April maybe. It's in the works. It's not hard to record. It's just a lot of stuff I have to record, and kind of putting it together will take some time. But I am excited to get it done. But that's mostly how the channel is going to be looking in 2026. Oh wow, it's going to be take some getting used to saying that, but I'm excited. I have a lot of stuff personally looking forward to. I'm going to be graduating this year in grad school. Yeah. Thanks for watching, I guess. I don't usually know how to end these videos on voiced videos. Do you just like abruptly end it like this?